Hello, everybody, my story friends. This is Crescent Dragon Wagon again, back with part 4 of The Man with the Purple Eyes. Now, if you've been following along with us, you'll know that the last words were yesterday when Anna saw what had grown out of the seed that she planted, that the man with the purple eyes gave her. And she opened the closet where she had put the seed to grow, and what she saw, she carried it into her mother. "Look," was all she could say. Now, today, we're going to find out what happened when her mother looked. Now, speaking of mothers, I'm Crescent Dragon Wagon, and I write books for children. My mother was Charlotte Zolotow, and she also wrote books for children, including The Man with the Purple Eyes, that we have been reading in parts. And if you need to look at the earlier parts, they're all here for you. And the later parts will be here very soon, too. So this is a book that's rather different from the other ones my mother wrote. It's longer, and it deals not only with the magic of seeds and nature themselves, but mythology. And so I think that it may be a special treat for you. It is for me. This was one of my favorite books of hers when I was a child, because a lot happens in it. Her mother looked. She put down her coffee cup and stared. The fragrance of the flowers filled the room. They cast a radiance over the walls and the ceiling, as though some magic light were shining in the room. "Anna!" her mother exclaimed. "Why, Anna!" "The man with the purple eyes said it would bloom today," Anna said. Her mother shook her head in astonishment. "It's unbelievable," she said. She reached her hand out towards a spray of purple flowers. What an absolutely extraordinary plant! Anna's mother was so excited that her face was flushed like a little girl's. Excitement and astonishment were both in her voice, too. "How amazed your father will be," she said. "He'll love that plant and your whole story of the man with the purple eyes. I've never seen a plant like this." But when they got to the hospital, Dr. Barley met them in the corridor. "I'm afraid you'd better not go in today," he said. "He had such a bad night, and he has finally gone off to sleep. I'm afraid to disturb him now, because he needs the rest so badly." Anna's mother put her arm around Anna's shoulder and drew her close for a moment. "Don't be too disappointed, darling," she said, though her own face was filled with unhappiness. "We can leave the plant here with the doctor. I know your father will want to see us when he wakes up, and the plant will be here from us to make him feel better." Dr. Barley looked from them to the plant in Anna's hands. He looked at it carefully. He reached out his clean doctor's hand with the short, shiny nails and touched it gently, as though it were one of his patients. "That's an exceptionally beautiful plant," he said. "Where on earth did you get it?" Anna's mother looked at him. "That's one of the reasons we especially wanted to see Anna's father today," she said. "He would be so intrigued by the strange story of how Anna got the plant." "I'll tell him for you," Dr. Barley said, but at that moment a nurse came to call him. "Excuse me," he said to Anna. "I'm afraid I won't be able to hear the story after all, but I will put the plant on your father's table. It will be the first thing he sees when he wakes up." The doctor turned to Anna's mother. "I'll phone you as soon as he wakes," he said, "though it may not be till tonight." He smiled at them both and hurried down the long hall with the purple plant in his hand. Hello, everyone. So now we have heard part 4, a rather short part of my late mother's book, The Man with the Purple Eyes.
I just wanted to get it down so everybody could see your beautiful face.
Oh, thank you, thank you. I'm Crescent Dragonwagon, and the man with this beautiful face is...
I'm Mark Graff.
And Mark often holds the books up with the pictures while I'm reading them, so I can concentrate on the words and he can make sure you see the visuals. But since this book had fewer pictures, he's just coming in the tail end to discuss a little bit. Now, in this one, in this little section that we read, Mark, of course, not a whole lot happens. It's Anna and her mother talking, telling the story to each other, and then telling it to Dr. Barley. And I was thinking about how, they're so excited about the plant bursting into bloom, and it's magical, and it casts that lavender light over the whole thing. And you said a little bit, well, there's not that much happening, but I want to remind you about what happens every morning when we go out to look at our garden.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about that?
Well, it's very exciting to find things that are blooming. I would be perturbed if I found purple vines in the vegetable garden.
Yeah, but we both get really excited because the seeds germinate. That means they go from being a hard little seed to growing into a plant. We both, no kidding, get really excited.
We're just out there enjoying seeing the beans.
Beans. We have a number of different kinds of beans, and some of them germinated or came up, broke through their shell and came up out of the earth. Some of them did it fast, and some of them did it very slowly, and we were kind of going, uh-oh, keeping our fingers crossed. Because it's a little bit of an act of faith planting a seed, isn't it? I mean, you put it in the dirt, you cover it over, it's dark.
It is, and it's... There's something about hope and expectation and planning for the future a little bit. It's here. You're actually, investing time and planting a seed.
You're planting a seed, but you're covering it with dark soil,
yeah,
and you can't see what's happening. There's several days, and you know what? I mean, I say this a lot. During the time when that seed is in the dark in the pot, or in Anna's case, in a pot in a closet, you can't dig up the soil and look down and say, "Are you germinating yet?" Or worse, say to the seed, hurry up, germinate, grow." You just have to wait and be patient with it. And you guys will have to be patient till the end of the story. But to help you be patient, Mark and I are going to send you a little bit of sweetness the way we always do. Well, he'll do the sending, I'll do the making. What do you say?
Go right ahead.
That little kiss is blowing towards you like a little seed to take a place in your life and garden and heart. Feelings and thoughts. Goodbye till tomorrow, or whenever you next check in with us.